What's going on, my fellow Stim junkies? Ace here, bringing you a high Stim pre-workout review. Today I'm going to be reviewing something that's really special, and I figured that the timing for me to drop this pre-workout, there couldn't be a better time, because as of now, this product is going to be reformulated. As a matter of fact, as of last night, the new version of this product has officially been launched at various online vendors, and this old version, which has existed for about 3 years now, is no longer going to be available anywhere. So whatever stock is still left at whatever vendor still carries it, you better get it now, because once this current batch is done, you will not be able to get this product anymore. I am of course talking about the now legendary, iconic crack pre-workout from Dark Labs. As you can see on the shelf right above me, right behind me, I have numerous versions of this pre-workout, but this right here, this crack in this little tub, is the original, the OG DMAA version of crack that started this entire Dark Labs craze and brought the company to a whole new level, to all new heights. They were a small company when they first started. This company is originated in Poland, which, by the way, shouts out to Poland because I'm half Polish myself, so great to have a company like that representing me. This little company made waves in the pre-workout world by introducing this amazing, incredible product that changed the game forever. Thanks to the success of this pre-workout, they were able to launch other pre-workouts such as Flame, the strongest fat burner I ever took, Hero Lean. They launched various versions of crack, like you could see behind me. You got Crack Barbarian, Crack Undead King, Crack Primal, Crack Reloaded, which is the only product that I'm personally not a big fan of, so I don't have it in my personal stash. But nonetheless, a lot of people do like that product. And they have a bunch of other different products. They have the current non-stim pump formula Pimp, which is really good as well. I will be reviewing that in the future. But putting all that aside, this little tub right here, this beautiful shiny tub right over here, is the one that started the entire craze. And I'm going to be reviewing it today, and I'm going to be dropping all the links to where you can still get the original batch. This is the last of it, guys. This is the last chance you have to grab the original DMAA, Geranium, 1.3, whatever you want to call it. But it's essentially all the same thing, DMAA. This is the last chance you guys have to grab this version. So check out all the links I posted down below. There is a couple of vendors that still carry it, and I have coupon codes that I use myself. If you guys want a coupon code to save 15-20%, shoot me a message on Instagram at HighStimAce. I'll give you a coupon code. I don't have my own code as of yet. I'm working on it, but I do have a couple of codes that I use myself personally, and I don't mind sharing that information with you, help you save a couple of dollars. Before I get into the official review and going through this label, give this video a quick like and share the video with a fellow Stim junkie or somebody who's just getting into pre-workouts, because I'm going to be going over beginner-friendly pre-workouts as well as high Stim pre-workouts for all you high Stim enthusiasts. With that being said, let's get to this label. It's a very simple label, and I always prefer it this way. I don't like these crazy over-the-top labels. Not to name any names, but there are certain companies that have labels that read like stacked science books, and it's a little too much for me. I'm a gym bro. I'm not a chemistry major. I want to go and have a good workout for 2.5, 3 hours. I want to get that little buzz, the euphoria, and I want to have a positive experience, both physical and mental. So theoretically, we can go over the label, and that's always fun to do on paper, but ultimately, it's all about the effects and how the product feels going into the gym and helping you accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. Let's go through this label. This is one of those typical 40-20 servings, so it depends on whether you take 1 or 2 scoops. You're going to get either 40 servings or 20 servings. This is the 2-scoop channel, and I'm always going to go with the maximum dosage as long as it's not overdosing the product for its intended purpose. So 2 heaping scoops is 17 grams, and 1 heaping scoop is 8.5 grams. Again, I'm going to read everything for 2 scoops, and whatever it is, just divide it in half, and that's your 1 scoop serving size. We start off with citrulline malate at a 2-to-1 ratio, 8,000 milligrams. Very nice dose, helps with blood flow. It helps offset the DMAA constriction that is a side effect. One of the few negative side effects of DMAA is that it constricts your blood flow and it can lead to a little shortness of breath. And this is essentially a way to help prevent that with another ingredient that they're adding in here, which I'm going to go through in a second. We have beta-alanine for the tingles, that's 3,000 milligrams, slightly below clinical dose, but then again, who the hell cares about clinical doses? We care about the effects. We have agmatine sulfate at 1,500 milligrams, again for the pumps, for the blood flow. Arginine nitrate, 1,000 milligrams. That right here is the ingredient that synergizes with the citrulline, and it's going to help the blood flow. So they're claiming 120 milligrams of DMAA on label, and I'm going to get to that in a second. Do I genuinely believe they have actual, genuine 120 milligrams of DMAA in here? We shall see. But either way, there is DMAA in here. I do believe that. And DMAA, if taken at 60, 70 milligrams, it does have the vasoconstriction properties. It will constrict your blood flow, and that's one of the few negative side effects. So with a product like this, you want to be very careful. In general, you want to be very careful with your stimulants. You don't want to abuse these products. This is a once-a-week type of experience, saving it for like a Saturday or Sunday where you can go to the gym for 2-3 hours. This is not something you want to be taking daily or even every other day. This is something once, twice a week max. So the citrulline and the arginine nitrate together are going to really help with that blood flow oxidation, and that's going to offset the negative side effects from the DMAA, which is, in my opinion, fantastic. And to piggyback off of that, we have beetroot powder, high amount of nitrates, 1,000 milligrams. For those of you that know, beetroot powder is one of the best natural ingredients for blood flow, for pumps, so they're putting that in here as well. L-norvaline at 250 milligrams, choline at 500, caffeine anhydrous 400 milligrams. That's a nice dose. I mean, a daily driver pre-workout's going to have anywhere from 250 to 300 milligrams, so anything, in my opinion, from 350, 400, 450, that's considered high stim. And this right here is at 400. That's a perfect amount for me. I don't like pre-workouts that go over 400 personally, because when you're already claiming DMAA on label and you already have other stimulants, you don't need a lot of caffeine to bring it to the next level. Some of these pre-workouts, 500, 550, 600, to me that's absolute madness. You're going to get the jitteriness, you're going to get the heart palpitations, and you're just going to feel sick, lightheaded, and you're going to get the cold sweats. In my opinion, you don't need a lot of caffeine. Caffeine is there to synergize with the other stimulants and help bring out and elongate the potency of the stimulants. So if you have DMHA or DMAA, you don't need more than 300, 400 milligrams of caffeine. So for me, 400 is perfect. And now we come to the star of the show, 1,3-dimethylamine, HCl. That is DMAA, baby. That's the good stuff. 120 milligrams. Do I think there is actually 120 milligrams of real, actual DMAA in here? No, I don't. I'm not saying that they're lying, but it might be DMAA at maybe 60, 70 milligrams, cut with something else, maybe cut with Araya, maybe cut with DMHA. This is my personal opinion. I haven't taken this product to a lab and had to test it. Again, I'm not a biology major, I'm not a chemistry major, I'm not a science geek. I'm a gym bro. I care about the effects, the real world effects. And that's what this channel is all about. And I'm here to bring it to you straight. From a fellow gym bro to my fellow gym bros watching this video right now. Do I think there's 120 milligrams of DMAA in here? No, I do not. I think there's maybe 60, 70. I do believe there's real DMAA in here, but 120? I don't think so. I personally don't. Maybe there is. I could be wrong. I'm not trying to call out Dark Labs in any way, shape, or form. I'm a big fan of the company, as you can see from the shelf behind me. So I personally don't think there's 120 milligrams of DMAA. Just to put it into perspective, the original Jacked from back in the day, back before I even started taking high stim pre-workouts, but I've heard stories, and I had a couple of friends that have been gym bros for a very, very long time, going on 15 years, way before I started my fitness journey. And they took the original Jacked, and they describe it like an out-of-body experience. Do you know how much DMAA was in that version of Jacked? 30. That's right, 30 milligrams of DMAA. And I'm going to tell you another thing, because I deal with illicit ingredients, and I have single stimulant ingredients as well from various vendors. I have a personal connect for DMAA, and I'm personally sitting on about 35 to 40 grams of real DMAA from China. All right, not from any big official company. This is somebody I know personally from a lab. All right, so this is the purest stuff ever. And I'm telling you guys, all I got to do is add 20 to 30 milligrams. So, you know those little tiny scoopers you get? The ones that have 10 milligrams doses on them? I add 2 or 3 of those scoops to literally like C4. I will add it to the weakest, most generic caffeine-based pre-workout that has no exotic stimulants, and it will have me flying on a level just as high or even higher than all these hitters that are sitting right behind me. So when I tell you that I know what real, and I mean real, genuine, lab-made DMAA feels like, there's no way in hell that this right here has 120 milligrams of that DMAA. It's a weaker DMAA, maybe. Maybe Dark Labs has a certain connect where they formulate their own kind of DMAA and it's a little bit weaker, it's a little bit cut with something. And again, this isn't meant to throw any shade at Dark Labs whatsoever, because people will die if they took 120 milligrams of the real DMAA, or at least they would have really, really bad side effects. Less is more when it comes to these exotic stims, and you have to be smart when it comes to these things. You can't abuse this stuff because you're just going to be doing yourself negative damage, and ultimately this entire lifestyle is all about bettering yourself, increasing your longevity of your life, and being healthy and happy and enjoying your life to the max. I love the high and the buzz as much as anybody else, but all in moderation. Everything in moderation, and like I say, less is more when it comes to these stims. Let's continue reading the label. There's only 2 more things on here. We got Sceletium torsium extract root. I'll be honest, I don't even know what that is. 25 milligrams. I'm assuming it's some kind of thermogenic. I'll be honest, I don't know what that is. I'm not a chemistry major. And then lastly, we have Grains of Paradise at 15 milligrams. That is a thermogenic. They put that in a lot of fat burners. It's going to increase your body temperature. It's going to increase thermogenesis. It's going to make you sweat, maybe give you a little bit of the cold sweats and a little bit of the drippy runny nose. 15 milligrams is not a lot. It's just there to give you that little extra kick. We've officially gone through the label now. What do I think? What are the effects? How does this pre-workout feel to me? I'm going to tell you guys, this is probably one of the best pre-workouts I've taken in my life. And I've taken a lot of high stim pre-workouts. I've tried mixing my own stimulants with daily driver pre-workouts. I've tried samples from pre-workouts you can't even get anymore. I've taken some of the greatest pre-workouts out there. I've taken Excelsior, Dark Energy, El Jefe. I've had every version of crack that came after the OG version. You know, I'm sitting on so many different products. And I'm telling you, crack OG, this version of crack right here, this little tub, is one of the greatest pre-workouts ever, and it makes me really sad that I won't be able to get this version anymore. I'm currently sitting on 6 tubs of this product, not including the open tub that I have right there behind me, and I'm sitting on about 4 tubs of crack gold, if I'm not mistaken, the one that has the DMAA in there. Now, they haven't announced anything about reformulating crack gold. I don't know if they're planning on doing that anytime soon. I'm assuming they will, because in general, the FDA is just coming really hard on these companies right now, and you're going to see a lot of companies in general reformulate and move away from not only DMAA, but even DMHA, which is technically not banned yet. It's in that gray area, but it's not banned yet. But even so, a lot of these companies are backing away from these 2 stimulants, and it's really sad because if used responsibly, these are both amazing stimulants that really could make gym sessions exciting and could really help you break through plateaus. I know that it did for me. I know that I was stuck in a mental rut for a couple of months, and it wasn't until I started using these pre-workouts that it got me really excited about the gym, and it made me look forward to the weekend where I know I can go for 2.5, 3 hours, I can pump, and I can have an amazing positive workout and feel great, and have a little bit of a buzz. What's wrong with that? You have people literally killing themselves every day with marijuana, with alcohol, with other drugs. Everybody's vaping these days. You know, there's these corner stores in every corner of the state that I'm in, and they're selling kids these vapes and stuff. And I'm not going to get into a tangent. I'm not going to go into a rant right now, but, you know, that stuff is okay. The FDA is not going to come after fentanyl and opioids and cigarettes and these vapes that are questionable, that you don't even know what they're putting in there, Delta 8, whatever. The FDA is not going to come after this stuff, but they're going to come after DMAA and DMHA, stuff that is in pre-workouts and helps me better myself and bring myself to the next level. And unfortunately, it happens because people are stupid and irresponsible. Because a couple of kids on TikTok are going to dry scoop 5 or 6 servings of crack, and then they're going to be throwing up blood, and end up in the ER with heart palpitations. So we gotta blame DMAA. DMAA is the culprit. It's not the stupid kid that's doing it. It's not the TikTok challenge that's causing people to do these idiotic things. No, let's blame DMAA. Same thing as ephedrine. Same exact thing. But guys, I want to end off this video on a good note. Like I said, the new version of crack is out there. Dark Labs have officially put out the label on their Instagram, so you can go check it out on their official Instagram. There are already a couple of vendors that are carrying the new version of crack. It's DMHA based, so thank God they didn't get rid of the DMs altogether. It's still got a hefty dose of DMHA in there, and it looks, on label, it looks good. And I'm going to give Dark Labs the benefit of the doubt. I think it's going to be a good product. I actually ordered a tub late last night from NutriCartel. They have the exclusive grape flavor, which is exclusive to them. I personally love NutriCartel. They're my favorite online vendor. I order from them all the time. And I think it's going to be a hitter. I think it's going to be a really good product. It's probably going to come in next week, Monday or Tuesday. I'm going to run it 2 or 3 times, and I'm going to get back to you guys. And I'm going to leave you my objective, unbiased review on the new reformulated version of crack. But as of now, as of this recording, guys, today is Saturday. You can still get this at a few vendors. I'm going to link all the vendors down below that still carry this original version of crack. And do yourselves a favor, guys. If you're Stim junkies, if you enjoy the euphoria, the mood elevation, the energy, clean energy, can I emphasize that this is one of the cleanest feeling pre-workouts? There's no insane crash after. There's no anxiety. There's no jitters. None of that stuff. You feel mood elevation and happiness and a positive energy. It's just such a good, happy, positive, clean pre-workout. You owe yourselves to try this before it goes the way of dark energy and other greats that went away. So do yourselves a favor, guys. Grab this now. You could still get a couple of these tubs. I'm sitting on 6 or 7 steel tubs, and I'm hoping you guys at least get to try this before it goes off the shelves and you're stuck looking for tubs on eBay that are going to be resold for $250, $300, the way dark energy is being resold now. So grab yourselves a couple of tubs if you still can, and enjoy the pre-workout while you can still get it. Guys, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you helping me grow this community. I've gained a bunch of subscribers already, and I'm hoping to get to 500 subs next. That is my next big milestone. I did a special promotion on my last Dark Energy review video where I picked one lucky winner to get a free sample of Dark Energy. The winner has already been chosen, and I will get in touch with that person soon and send them the sample that I promised I will. And I will be doing that again for the 500 subscriber mark. So share this video with your fellow Stim junkies and gym enthusiasts. Like the video and help me get my subscribers up to 500, and I will have another special giveaway where, I don't know, maybe I will be giving 2 samples of the OG crack, or maybe something else. I'm sitting on a lot of good products and a lot of gems, so don't sleep on it, guys. Like the video, share the video, comment down below and tell me when was the first time you ever tried crack. Are you looking forward to the new version, or are you upset with Dark Labs? I mean, it's really not their fault, so you can't really be upset with them, but I understand if you're upset. I can get it. Guys, I hope you have a fantastic weekend and a great rest of the week. Take care, everybody. Till next time, Ace, signing off.